Maybe, Jesse, they'll want to take a TikToker. Oh! Oh my god!
What?
They're taking a TikTok dancer!
Oh my.
Oh my god! I am the chosen one! I'm being abducted! No! What's gonna happen? It's the TikTok dance, man!
Dude, there's no way you got
God,
abducted.
I'm getting sucked! Oh! Up I go! Oh! Where am I gonna go? What? I'm at Boney Burbs with
What?
Max Shields. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
What? Oh my. Oh, what happened?
Stretch and Avery close out in dominant fashion here. Avery's on fire right now. There's a beautiful pop and a finish. Get him out of here. Another team wipe off for Avery there. Ozzy, this has been a phenomenal FNCS East. I mean, we've watched nothing but pop-off fest. This last game couldn't have been any closer as it does come down to the final stretch here.
This could be a battle for top 3. Sap, Stretch, and Avery in 6th. Mega Dubs and Rokane just went down. Sap, Stretch, and Avery need to win this for a podium finish. 3rd is on the line. Avery jumps out the side.
Is down.
Sap goes down. Stretch is up there. Avery, we talked about it. You have big shoes to fill. You jumped up and you took over the same spot. Can you happen from the high ground? Kaz goes down. Avery's doing everything he can, but it just wasn't enough. He played it so well. Kaz, Aspect, and Who Fishy get their 2nd victory out of the day. What a performance from Stretch, Saf, and Avery, though. Avery stepped up so big when it mattered, but it's the battle for the top spot. I don't know. Monster, 1st and 2nd, they went down close. I think Daymir and Reverse got more limbs, but they needed 2 more. Did he get extra placements? Has Miro managed to do it yet again?
We might have seen another phenomenal finish, and again, it's going to come down. One team is going to walk away with an absolute heartbreak here, but you know what? We have to commend everyone that has played so far today, as exceptional as you guys have played today. Thank you, NA East. Thank you guys for the awesome games. For Monster D-Face, Aussie Antics here at the desk for the final stage. We're clocking out, but we're going to toss it over to Zeke to tell us who takes home this W.
First off, Monster D-Face, Aussie Antics, thank you guys so much. You're absolutely incredible. Straight up eliminated it the whole day. Okay, this, shout out to Observers. Y'all crushed following these storylines, okay? Wow. So, this literally came down to the wire, going back and forth. Both of these trios almost making like mistakes, but then pulling the trio back around and saying, no, 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 it won't end like this. It can't end like this, and continue to push themselves forward. You know, Vivid, this was an absolutely insane final game to NA East. And we're going to see the results in just a second, but I want to just get your initial raw thoughts here. How are you feeling?
I can't wait for this. Go on.
My initial thoughts, man, is, you know, Scented, Edgy, and Commandment have done so well in every single game at finding the surge, and I feel like in that last game, I'm not sure if the pressure got to them. They're veterans. They've been in these situations before. I don't see that being feasible. Maybe they misread the situation in some way, shape, or form, but pushing Flush Factory right there, man, I could see that there were 2 extra individuals there, so maybe they didn't understand the whole situation, but I was just like, no, this is such a bad idea, and ended up Sentin going down. So they were just on the back foot that entire game. And I don't know if they have enough in them, in the points that they had prior to that game, to hold that first place victory.
I know it was honestly, it was so tough. We were all kind of watching the feed back at house thinking, why are they pushing Flush when you can see that clearly they're going to get, you know, kind of like third party as well. And I don't think they just saw it. I think they knew that eliminations were the game changer here. That was what Miro and what those guys, that trio, were able to do the entire time. 71 eliminations going into this game. They knew they had that advantage. So they thought, let's pick up a few, get some points under us, and then go into the final end game. But it didn't work out. They were chasing at their tails the entire time, and it could have very well cost them. But, you know, credit where it's due to Saf's, Saf and Hufishi's trios there again. In the end game, they've been there kind of there or thereabouts for the entirety of this weekend, and picking up big victory royales there, and second place finishes as well. So those guys did brilliantly as well. But I cannot wait for this leaderboard. I am literally buzzing for this.
Right before we get there, we got to relive some of these highlights coming out on the day. Day 2 of NA East FNCS Finals did not disappoint at all. Gentlemen, walk us through the day.
And Victor Royale from Nosh, Nut, and Chucky seems like so long ago. I can't even, like, right? Like, there's been so much action about the day. Like, I don't even remember them getting that Victor Royale there, but wow, like, that just makes me realize how hype all these other games have been.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we saw some brilliant work from you earlier on, giving us a bit of a kind of a how Aspect and Co did this. You know, kind of got the high ground and maintained, getting their victory royale as well. We actually saw, you know, Macwood and their trio as well. But you can see Bucky here at the end game. These guys, obviously, we had high hopes for as well. They qualified last season automatically, and they couldn't hold on. Even though they had, I think it was 15 eliminations, a huge elimination game. Here we can see again, Mirror on top here, the high ground, and managed to sustain. I think this was the 17 elimination game, if I remember correctly, where it just changed the leaderboard completely here. Jamper Rising Threats as well, we mentioned earlier on, Vivid, another trio who have been, you know, really consistent all weekend long.
Yeah, that attempt at a clutch from Miro right there, I mean, he grabbed a bunch of points, but if he would have got that victory out, wow. And then, of course, the final game here, Avery, Stretch, and Saffron on height, but again, you know, Kaz, Hufishy, and Aspect playing a mean low ground and just finding the shots.
Here we go. We're about to find out who that. They've done it! I don't believe it! Let's go! Okay, this is unreal. Okay,
man.
So Day, Miro, Reverse, they are your NAE FNCS Final Season 6 champions, baby! 372 points, 77 eliminations, an average placement of 8.2. Vivid, how are you feeling right now? How's things your end?
You know, I love that they won, man. That's awesome that they won. But my boys, man, they were so close. 11 points separates the two. But when you look at it here, right, there is a 33-point difference in the placement category. But then there are 22 elims differences. So that alone is 44 points. And the elim potential of this team at the top here is just too good. Like, a stat that I want you to really listen to here is Miro has now finished with the most individual eliminations in 3 straight FNCS finals.
Wow. Wow.
Like, what? Hello?
That is crazy.
Yeah,
That is actually crazy. I mean, I think I'm looking at the leaderboard here myself, and of course, all weekend long we've celebrated all these kind of these incredible teams that have made it here to the finals, because it's no easy thing to do to get all the way here. We got to give a shout out to Asaf, Stretch, and Avery there, creeping at 3rd position here as well, qualifying automatically for the next FNCS as well with 303 points, 5 points between them and DGen's team, who have been there all weekend, particularly today. It just didn't really work out the last few games. They just couldn't get position, they couldn't get elimination. We see our 11th through 20th as well. All these teams, Zeke, have got prize money coming their way for competing. But I mean, I've had such a blast with you guys. It's been so much fun to look at this. What a weekend of action! I loved it.
Man,
yeah,
it is absolutely insane, Vivid. I'm just in shock. I think for the trio here, Day, Miro, Reverse 2K, I love that you kind of hit us with that stat. 2 FNCS ago, I remember they get themselves that win. They found the llama in the water, and they win an FNCS. Last season, they had to give up the Axe of Champions, to be able to hold that for a season and think, wow, this is it. We know we've made it, and then have to give it up. And then a season later to say, no, come back home. You love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, that, 2 FNCS wins, absolutely incredible, especially on a region like NA East. The level of play that they have to be at in 2 different metas, right? And even in the previous FNCS, they didn't win the last one. They got 4th. You know what I mean? So, what is that average?